Nestled amidst the dense, tropical greenery of Muhamma, India, the Pamoja House stands as a thoughtful response to the needs of a growing three-generation family. Designed by Project 51A and completed in 2024, this 2,888 square foot sanctuary moves beyond the traditional idea of expanding a building footprint. Instead, architects Nanda Gopal B. and Sri Lakshmi K. focused on a complete spatial reorganization, creating a home where shared communal living and personal privacy coexist effortlessly under one roof. As we journey through the residence, you will notice how warm earth tones, distinctive arched geometry, perforated brick screens, and split-level volumes work in unison. The home does not just shelter its family, it actively fosters daily connection while honoring the quiet rhythm of multi-generational life. Approaching the home through the surrounding foliage, the first striking impression is its sculpture-like presence against the tropical landscape. The exterior is wrapped in a smooth, warm terracotta plaster, immediately setting a grounded, earth-toned palette that feels right at home in its Kerala setting. Softly curved roof lines and arched cutouts give the structure a gentle, inviting silhouette. A vertical strip of terracotta brick jolly latticework climbs up the wall, hinting at the play of light and breeze that awaits inside, while an arched opening at ground level beckons us inward. Stepping back to take in the full elevation, the house reveals its layered volumetric composition, framed by towering betel nut and coconut palms. Sunlight filters through the swaying canopy, casting dynamic tree shadows across the terracotta-tinted facade. The design cleverly breaks down its overall massing by pairing a grounded, arched upper volume with low-slung lower wings. At the entrance arch, human scale comes into focus, showing how the architecture balances bold geometric statements with cozy, welcoming entryways. Moving closer along the exterior perimeter, the subtle texture of the terracotta plaster finish invites touch. The interplay of light and shade highlights the smooth, sweeping curve of the sidewall as it seamlessly sweeps into a shaded entry porch. Beside the arch, a brick screen wall acts as a breathable skin, allowing tropical air currents to flow into the home while screening out the harsh midday sun. It's an early indication of how materiality and climate control are tightly integrated into the building envelope. To understand how these ideas translate into spatial experience, the ground floor plan reveals a layout centered around open, fluid movement and internal courtyards. From the entry foyer, one steps into a spacious living room anchored by an internal garden courtyard. The main corridor effortlessly connects the social heart of the house, the open dining area, kitchen, and outdoor verandas, with two private ground floor bedrooms. This arrangement allows elders of the multi-generational family to enjoy easy ground-level accessibility while staying connected to everyday family activities. Moving up to the first floor plan, the layout transitions into a more intimate, private realm reserved for the younger generations. A central corridor distributes access to two additional bedrooms, each accompanied by dedicated dressing spaces, ensuite bathrooms, and private balconies. What makes this level special is how it wraps around a large open terrace and overlooks the double-height light wells below. The floor plan demonstrates the architect's strategy of sectional generosity, ensuring every room upstairs enjoys cross-ventilation, sightlines across levels, and direct access to outdoor air. The architectural section offers a clear cross-sectional look at how split levels and vertical volume define the home's interior life. By varying ceiling heights, most dramatically under the sweeping barrel vault of the upper bedroom, the house creates distinct micro-environments within a compact footprint. Light wells and perforated brick screens cut through the section, drawing fresh breeze up from the ground floor garden courtyard through to the upper terrace. This vertical continuity ensures that even when family members are on different floors, they remain visually and acoustically connected. Stepping inside the ground floor living area, the eye is immediately drawn to an indoor garden courtyard that serves as a living green heart. A lush bed of tropical foliage rises from the dark, polished floor, framed by a recessed terracotta alcove. Sunlight streams through an overhead skylight and filters through a full-height terracotta brick jolly screen, casting intricate patterned shadows across the room. A plush maroon bench resting beside traditional clay pots offers a serene spot to sit, pause, and absorb the natural light. Turning toward the living room wall, custom teak woodwork introduces warmth and function craft to the space. A sprawling floor-to-ceiling shelving unit balances open display cubbies with clean, handleless lower cabinets. The open shelves showcase a curated mix of personal mementos, art objects, books, and an iconic retro speaker, reflecting the family's personality. Framed between smooth white walls and rich dark floors, this tailored cabinetry grounds the living area in timeless craftsmanship. Continuing deeper into the communal core, the open dining room sits adjacent to the kitchen, forming the energetic hub where multi-generational family life unfolds daily. A sturdy wooden dining table surrounded by crafted chairs invites long family meals and casual conversations. Full-height, black-framed glass sliding doors line the space, offering unobstructed views out into the surrounding green yard. The seamless flow between the dining table, preparation counters, and outdoor views ensures that cooking and dining remain inclusive, shared experiences. Looking across the kitchen counter, the interplay of light and structural transparency becomes clear. A low wooden island with a sleek white countertop acts as a casual breakfast bar, creating a soft buffer between the culinary zone and the circulation path. Behind the counter, an open riser staircase suspended by vertical black steel rods floats effortlessly against a sun-drenched wall. This airy structural treatment lets natural light pour through from upper windows, ensuring the central hallway never feels confined. Inside the main kitchen work zone, practical functionality meets clean aesthetic restraint. Warm wooden cabinetry wraps the U-shaped layout, providing abundant storage while contrasting beautifully with crisp white walls and dark floor tiles. A horizontal ribbon window set directly behind the sink frames a panoramic view of the garden outside, turning everyday tasks like washing up into a pleasant connection with nature. Stainless steel appliances and durable quartz countertops complete this efficient culinary workspace. Moving past the kitchen into the central spine of the house, a crisp white corridor leads toward the main stairwell. The highly polished black tile floor acts as a reflective mirror, doubling the ambient light coming from above. Clean geometric cutouts in the walls and ceiling frame glimpses of the split levels ahead. The minimalism of white plaster paired with dark stone underfoot creates a calming, gallery-like transition between the active social spaces and the quiet upper quarters. Arriving at the base of the staircase, one appreciates the lightness of the floating stair design up close. Each dark tread appears to hover in midair, anchored by slim, vertical black rods that double as an elegant safety screen. Beside the stairs, a gently curved wooden breakfast bar curves into the corridor, softening the geometric lines of the interior. Skylights above flood the stairwell with soft overhead illumination, beckoning us to ascend to the upper floor. Pausing halfway up on an intermediate split-level landing, the atmosphere shifts as warm terracotta plaster envelops the space. The deep red walls absorb the sunlight, creating a rich, cozy ambiance reminiscent of the building's exterior envelope. A deep window cutout with a wide sill creates an informal alcove to lounge, read, or contemplate. Looking through the opening into the lush greenery outside, the distinction between indoor room and garden sanctuary dissolves. Reaching the upper-level corridor, the black-tiled walkway traces a dramatic curve along an open railing. To one side, an exposed terracotta brick jolly wall brings tactile texture and ventilation into the hallway. Opposite the brick lattice, a wooden wall panel features an operable shuttered window opening directly into a bedroom. This clever detail allows family members to open their private rooms to the central light shaft for cross breeze, or close them when privacy is desired. Walking down the sunlit upper corridor, a dramatic floor-to-ceiling glass window wall frames an expansive view of the surrounding palm canopy. Overhead, a slatted skylight casts crisp, linear light shadows along a decorative, textured brick wall. The passage feels elevated, yet grounded, offering a vantage point over both the internal light well below and the treetops outside. Standing here, one feels immersed in nature while sheltered inside a carefully crafted architectural frame. Stepping into one of the upper bedrooms, the design maintains a sense of calm functionality. Pristine white built-in wardrobes and a minimalist study desk line one wall, maximizing floor space and keeping the visual environment clutter-free. An operable wooden window unit painted in deep terracotta opens into the central brick jolly courtyard. This internal window gives the occupant control over ventilation and light while establishing a playful visual link across the house's central atrium. In another view of the bedroom space, dual terracotta window frames create a strong architectural feature against the white wall. When the solid wooden shutters are pushed open, they frame views of the textured brick lattice and daylight streaming into the light well. The room feels personal and adaptable, combining custom timber elements like floating bedside shelves with quiet nooks. The opening of the shutters demonstrates how the home uses layered openings to regulate climate and foster connection between family members across rooms. Entering the primary bedroom under the sweeping, barrel-vaulted ceiling, the full vertical volume of the architectural form is experienced from within. The dramatic curved ceiling elevates the sense of space, giving the room a sacred, airy quality. A platform bed with crisp white linens sits against a neutral back wall, flanked by tall vertical window slots. To the side, floor-to-ceiling sliding glass doors open onto a private balcony overlooking the lush green treetops, providing a serene, private retreat at the end of the home tour. The Pamoja House stands as a masterclass in how thoughtful spatial planning can revitalize multi-generational living. Through its balance of soaring split-level volumes, tactile terracotta materiality, and intimate garden courtyards, Project 51A has created far more than a modern residence in Muhamma. By prioritizing spatial continuity and passive climate design over mere square footage expansion, the architects have crafted a home that adapts to the evolving rhythms of 3 generations. It is a living, breathing sanctuary where family members can gather in joy or retreat in quiet solace, forever connected under one roof.